All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new week. Welcome back to the first trading room for this week on a Tuesday. The time now is 3 minutes after 2. I hope you guys are doing well all the way from Joburg. All right, I can see Cape Town is already in the house. Jury, we can see you. Jules, we can also see you. Welcome back, everyone. Remember, we do this every Mondays. No, not Mondays, but every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. But before we get started, remember the information discussed in these sessions is not advice. It's just our point of view on how the markets are gonna react to the current price action and what's happening around the world. So please take that note. Whatever is discussed in this session is not advice. All right, we're gonna get it started, guys. I can see the people are slowly coming in. Good afternoon, Suleiman Abrahams. We can see you. All right, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Remember, guys, like I said earlier on, we do this every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. If you're joining us for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, our TD Markets channel, like, share, and comment, and yeah, let's go forward. Away from Cape Town. Yeah. How's the weather down there in Cape Town? Where I am right now, it's a little bit overcast. But yeah, I know Cape Town, it might be raining right now. Who knows? Yep. So let's get it started, guys. Let's get it started by first looking at our website. If you guys want to open up an account with us, our website is tdmarkets.com. Under account types, you're gonna see the different accounts that we have for you. All right, that is tdmarkets.com. And also we do have some education for you guys. All you need is an account. Right, get yourself an account, get yourself verified and funded, and we will chat on in our TD Markets Academy for some trading education. All right, so Cape Town is windy. Oh yeah, Cape Town is windy. Here it's a bit overcast, but hey, look, it might rain, it might not rain. I mean, the weather forecast says from 2 or 3 it might start raining, so we'll see. Zambia is raining at the moment. Yeah, I think it's that time of the month. It's the time of the year. All right, Peter, we can see you once again. Welcome. I think we're gonna have a good session, guys. I've been going through some charts. There's been a lot of trading opportunities in the past couple of weeks, in the past two or 3 weeks ago. And also yesterday, there was a lot of trading opportunities. So we're going to go through the charts. And yeah, let me see how many of us are live. All right, so we're going to wait for the slow pokes to jump in. All right, and in about 30 seconds, 20 seconds, we're going to get started. There we go. Good afternoon. The slow pokes are just slowly coming in. Good afternoon. So I think let's get it started, guys. All right, let's get it started. The markets are moving. The direction we've been talking about, the market is moving towards that direction. We're going to do some updates, but you guys will notice that the majority of the charts we're going to talk about are the ones that have already moved and the ones we have already talked about. All right, so we're going to follow the same script, but there are minor changes there and there which we're going to talk about. All right, so before I jump on or before I look at the watch list that I have for you guys, just let me know in the chat, which pairs should we start with? Which assets, which pairs should we start with? Let's go. Just type it down on the chat. All right, we are seeing gold, we're seeing pound, dollar, we're seeing gold. Let's start with gold. Let's go. Let's start with the commodities, gold and silver. All right. So gold had a very good week last week. It had a very good week. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, gold had a very good week. All right. So this is where gold is right now. So this is how we are looking at gold. All right. So it broke this zone here. We can see that there was a lot of structure on this area. So it broke that zone and it has slightly pushed towards the upside. All right. So gold is still trading within that bullish structure, especially on the higher time frames. So now we are trying to focus on buying opportunities rather than selling opportunities. Okay, so it's good that gold actually broke this previous structure, which was a big resistance. We broke towards the upside. So then all we're looking for is a continuation, right, of the current structure. So now we're looking for a retest of this and then a continuation towards the upside. So that's basically what we're looking for. I'm on the daily 8-hour time frame. So this is how the daily time frame is looking at the moment. All right, we made that massive push. So there's a possibility that we're going to come down for some retest, before we continue up. That's what we are looking for basically. If we can get a higher low, somewhere around here, we are looking at a continuation towards the upside. So if you go to the lower time frames, it seems like the correction has already started. All right, not going to do anything on this one. Just waiting for price to just correct. If it can just come back to the zone, I would look for a trading opportunity towards the upside. So that's basically what's happening. So gold has broken above, creating a new high, right? We're just waiting for a higher low, a continuation towards the upside. That is how we are looking at gold. Now, obviously, depending on which time frame you use, all right? The lower time frames can provide us with a short-term sell opportunity, the lower time frames, depending on which time frames you use, of course. So if you go to like the 15 minutes time frame, price is currently consolidating around here, all right, which could be a nice short-term sell towards the downside while we're waiting for the correction to complete. But I'm not looking for that. Personally, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for a continuation to the upside, right, which could potentially take us all the way back to that high. But we're going to take it one step at a time. So yeah, so gold, just keep an eye on this new structure that's forming, a continuation back to that structure. So that's basically how gold is. And if you take a look at silver, all right, silver is yet to complete this move. So the current move towards the upside, silver is yet to complete that move. All right, we have this structure here where silver is going to, right? Silver is going back to that high. So this current bullish leg is incomplete, right? So definitely there are some trading opportunities towards the upside on silver. So anybody looking at silver, we're anticipating silver to continue trading towards the upside back to this high. Right, and once it gets to that high, we'll come back and talk about what silver could do next. But for now, back to that high. So also a correction is due on this, right? We could possibly get something like this before we go up, right? Something like this. In fact, it would be good for silver to give us a pattern like this, right? It would be good for silver to give us a pattern like this where it's going to come back down one more time, right? And then a continuation towards the upside. You see that? Yeah, it would be good if it does this, right? That means we are going to be looking for trading opportunities down here, right? But let's see what's going to happen. This is a possible pattern that we can get. on silver, and one more push towards the upside, right? So I think silver and gold has some really nice opportunities in line with the ones we spoke about in the past couple of weeks. All right, so continue looking at silver and gold. And then up next we've got GBP USD. All right, so GBP USD is due for one more push to the downside. So this is how it's looking right now. All right, we have this big rejection here, right? If you go to the weekly time frame, we've got this big rejection here, so we need to be wary of this candlestick, right? There's a big rejection. So now looking at the current price action on the lower time frame, GBP USD is due for one more push back down to this low, right? Back down to this low. Just one more push back down to this low. So definitely a short-term move in line with the trend. All right, in line with the trend. So we are still trading within this bearish structure. So I would simply look for one more push down. There's a possibility that GBP USD might go down from this resistance again, right? There's a possibility. So if it continues correcting, moving like this, there's a possibility it's gonna go back to the resistance and then give us a move towards the downside. All right, so yeah, so this is how it's looking right now, trading within a descending channel and anticipating this is GBP USD, anticipating GBP USD to go back to this low one more time. Either it's gonna go back drop from where it is, or try and make an attempt on the resistance and go down. All right, it might do that, but yeah, at the moment we are just short-term bearish on this one. One more push back down to that low. All right, and if you look at we just went over gold. If you look at Euro NZD, let me see. I believe Euro NZD is on the previous low. Let me just find it here. On the previous low. Not yet. Okay, so this is how Euro NZD is looking, right? So it's trading within the correction. So this move here is a corrective pattern, right? We can still take advantage of the corrective pattern. So going straight to the point, the way this corrective pattern is, right? It gave us a higher low here. So the market is going back to this high, right? That, it's almost there, right? So we had a rejection down here. And the market has made some impulsive movements towards the upside. Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. There we go. So on the 1 hour, it looks even better. All right. So we created a higher low around this low, and we can see the impulses the market gave us. Look at how the market breaks this channel, right? Breaks this channel, give us a push towards the upside. It creates another channel or a continuation pattern like this, right? And then give us a push towards the upside. So these impulse waves are very important. It made an impulse wave up, another impulse wave up, and then it continued to give us those corrections. There was a correction again here, right? And yeah, and the other ones there. So where this is going, it's going back to this high. So that's Euro AUD, right? Euro NZD. This current impulse is not complete. It's going back to that high. So that's how it's looking. And remember, it's trading within a bigger continuation structure, just like this one. Just like this one here. These are continuation structures, all right, or corrective structures. So just to complete the structure, Euro NZD is going back to that high, all right? Some nice opportunities one can find on Euro NZD. Yeah, definitely some nice opportunities one can find. So I'm on the H4 time frame at the moment, right? H4 time frame, this H4 candle, we would want this H4 candle to break and close above, right, this structure, right, to close above this structure. Then from there, we could get a slight retest of the structure, a continuation, or it could just continue trading towards the upside. As long as it's creating these higher lows, just like this, right? As long as it's forming these higher lows, we are going up. So that is Euro NZD, right? About 70 more pips towards the upside. 70 more pips towards the upside. All right, so Euro NZD, there you have it. And then once price reaches this high, right, we'll then come back and talk about what's coming next, because you also have this possibility. Let me show you this possibility. You also have this possibility of price trading within this. You also have this possibility, all right? But besides this possibility, we're just going back to that high. And then we'll talk more about this once we reach that high. So that is Euro NZD. And then up next, you've got USD CAD. Now, USD CAD, the current move to the upside on USD CAD is not done. If you go to the 1 hour time frame, there was a trading opportunity. In fact, with this move here, there was a trading opportunity towards the upside, all right? So this current move, bullish impulse, is incomplete, right? The market is going back to this high. Back to this high. Right? Why? Because we're trading within a bigger continuation structure, or a bigger corrective structure. So this current bullish wave is going back to this high. It's going back to that high. Right, there we go. It's going back to that high. That's it. Yeah, there was a trading opportunity around here, just around there, right, for this move towards the upside. So obviously, if it continues to create corrections like this, you see, corrections like this, these are going to be trading opportunities, right? This was the previous one today, so the market already went up. So you're just gonna follow this trend here. Just gonna follow this trend. So it goes up, it creates another correction, another continuation up. There we go. Just like this. Just like this. Yeah, so USD CAD at the moment is still bullish. It's going back to that high. Yeah, it's going back to that high. And then up next, we've got Euro NZD. Let's see what is happening there. Yeah, Euro NZD, nothing has changed on this one. All right. Also, depending on which time frames you are looking at, you have to be careful of this high here. The market has already broken this top. So where the market is trading right now, it's in no man's land, right? It's really in no man's land. So you need to be careful here. If you're looking for buy opportunities, you need to be careful, because at some point, the market is going to go back and correct this move, right? I'm using the weekly chart just to show you where the market is. So at some point, we are going to get a push towards the downside. You see where the market is. It's in no man's land. So what I'm waiting for on Euro, on AUD, NZD is this move towards the downside. That's basically what I'm waiting for. So on the lower time frames, the market has been pushing towards the upside, right? Which is okay. This is on the lower time frames. So this is how price has been moving. A continuation with each correction. So these has been, have been continuations here towards the upside. Something like this, right? So if it continues, obviously, to form these, this is going to give us one more push towards the upside. But the higher this goes, right? The higher this goes, the more, it's building up for that drop. The higher this goes, yeah, the higher it goes, it's building up for that drop. All right. So short term, there can be some buy opportunity short term, but just be on the lookout for this move. towards the downside. I don't know when it's gonna form, but according to the structure, that move is coming. Right? Yeah. So on the lower time frames, if it continues with these corrections, these are short-term buy opportunities, right? Back to the previous structure, short-term buy opportunities up until we get that push towards the downside. Yeah. So that's basically what I'm looking out for. This move down. That move down. So AUD NZD, this is what we have at the moment. Yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen. Are we still gonna get some short-term continuations up, or are we gonna drop? So let's see what's gonna happen here. And then up next, you've got Bitcoin. Nothing has changed on Bitcoin. It's still going down. At the moment, it just slipped below 64,000. Let's say 65,000, right? It just slipped below 65,000. It just slipped below 65,000. There's a possibility that this is gonna first go down to 60,000, right? There's a huge possibility this is going to 60,000, and if it breaks 60,000, it's going back to 53,000. Let's say 400, 53,400. Right now, these are the next levels Bitcoin can easily follow. Right at the moment, trading below 65,000. So the first target here is 60,000, which is on this low. Which is definitely on this low. This is 60,000. Right? And then if it breaks this 60,000, then we are going to 53,400. So it is still extremely bearish. Extremely bearish. All right. So yeah, so we're just waiting out for that higher low to form. So this, we have not changed about this, right? So at the moment, following the current momentum, we can still go back down 53,000, boom, right there. So 60,000 is the first target we have. The yen pairs too. Do you want all the yen pairs? Yeah, that's a lot of pairs, but it's fine. So GBP JPY, there was a trading opportunity which is going back to that resistance. This is how GBP JPY is looking at the moment, right? So there was a trading opportunity late last week, early this week, for this one more push towards the upside. So this current bullish wave is not complete, right? We're anticipating it to go back to that resistance there. And then once it gets to that resistance, then there are two possibilities. Either this is going to continue going up, or it's going to drop, right? So these are the two possibilities we see on USD JPY. Once we get there, either we're going to continue moving up or we're going to drop. All right. And if you look at GBP JPY, there was also trading opportunity, and we're anticipating this to go back to this structure here. So this current move towards the upside to continue going back to the structure. All right, so GBP JPY not complete. So we could get some corrections here. Could get some corrections and then a continuation up. Continuation up until we get to that zone there. All right, so yeah. So GBP JPY going back to that high. USD JPY, we're anticipating it to go back to that resistance there. And then what are the other JPY pairs? Euro JPY, we're anticipating this to go, well, it's almost there, right? There was also a trading opportunity. So this current move towards the upside, right, is incomplete. We're anticipating it to go back to this structure here, to a structure. All right, so there could be like a correction and a continuation up. So yeah, so Euro JPY is currently bullish up until we reach that top there. So it's similar to GBP JPY. And then let's see, AUD JPY also, it is bullish. AUD JPY is trading within an impulse. It's going back to this high. So it's trading within a cycle and is going back to that high. So it came from the 61.8 of the Fibonacci. It bounced from the 61.8, and at the moment it's trading within the impulse there. So this impulse we're in at the moment, according to structure, it's going back to that high there, according to the current structure. Yeah, it's going back to that high. So yeah, so AUD JPY still bullish. I believe NZD JPY the same. Yeah, so NZD JPY, it is bouncing from this structure. It is bouncing from this structure here. So with this one, we follow the same script, right? We stick to the same script. We're just looking for a higher low. If this is not a higher low, we're gonna get another higher low, right? And from there, we'll be going back to that high. Just following the trend. So where it is right now, if this is not a higher low, right? If it's gonna break this zone to go down one more time, we're still gonna wait for that higher low before we go up, or it can go up from here, right? This could be the higher low, or we're gonna get a new higher low. So NZD JPY is still bullish. I believe those are all the yen pairs. CAD JPY also, we are bullish on this one. So CAD JPY, we are bullish on this one, right? Sticking to the same script, nothing has changed on this one. We just have a correction. And looking for a continuation up. So bullish up until we get to that high there. Bullish up until we get to that high right there. All right, yeah. So this one, nothing has changed. Although there's a possibility that CAD JPY might come back down to this low again. All right, it might come back down to this low one more time. The possibility is there. So either this is gonna continue going up from where it is, or it's gonna go up from these lows. Right, it's either we're gonna get this one more push down before we go up, or we're gonna go up from there. But we're still bullish. We are still bullish on this one. Going with the current structure here, we need one more push up. We need one more push up. And then Swiss yen, I don't have anything concrete on Swiss yen because it's trading in no man's land. Swiss yen is just all the way up there. So I don't have anything solid on this one. But if we go with the current structure, which is still bullish, what I would say and what I would do here is I would still remain bullish. The market is still trading within a bullish trend, anticipating price is going to go back to that high. That's it. So it seems like we've got a higher low here. So this continuation back to that high right there. Yeah. So personally, I'm not looking at Swiss yen. I'm not looking at. There was a trading opportunity. Yeah, there was a trading opportunity for one more push up on this one, right? So if it forms another correction, then it could give us another continuation up, just like this one. Yeah, so those are the yen pairs. I believe those are all the yen pairs. Yeah, so those are all the yen pairs. And then up next, we've got Euro USD. Euro USD is due for one more push down. One more push down. Yeah. So this is how Euro USD is looking. It's due for one more push back down to this low. Back down to this low. Right. It is going there at the moment. It's on its way there at the moment. All right. So one more push back down to this low. We are still trading within this channel. Yeah, so one more push back down to that low. That's it. That is Euro USD. Up next, we've got German 40. We have German 30, not 40. All right. So what we have here is German 30 and not 40. But let's have a look at German 30. Yeah, German 30 has not changed. You know, it has not changed. It is still bullish. It is still bullish. You know, it's going back to this high. It's going back to this high. So looking at where it's coming from, it's coming from this zone. It went to retest this zone. Right. Looking at where it's coming from, anticipating it to go back to this high. So nothing has changed on this one unless this whole formation gives us a corrective pattern, right? Or yeah, a corrective structure. But what we have right now, it's still the same. Still the same. So a continuation towards the upside, right? Looking at this trend basically, right? There's a possibility that this structure can change into a corrective structure, meaning it can give us something like this. This is the possibility, which is just going to increase the trading, the opportunity. It can do this, and the trading opportunity is going to be down here if it does that all the way to that high, or from where it is, it can just continue going up from where it is. All right. So yeah, so that's basically what we're seeing. So let's see what's going to happen. At the moment, it's still going up. If it goes down one more time, it's coming back down to this low for one more push up. All right. So that is German 30. That is German 30. All right. We've hit the halfway mark. I hope you guys are still enjoying. We are going through some chart analysis. We're doing this every Tuesdays to Thursdays at 2 p.m. right? Every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. And remember, the information discussed in this video is not advice. So what I'm doing right now, please don't take it as advice. It is not advice. All right. So yeah, so let's continue. Up next, we've got, so after German 30, we've got NASDAQ, which is a little bit sideways, right? NASDAQ is a little bit sideways, and it's not, yeah, it's a little bit sideways, this one. It's a little bit sideways, all right? There's no really proper structure. There's no, yeah, we really don't have a proper structure, although I can see this doing this, right? I can see this breaking out. I can see this breaking out and then going back to this high. But yeah, okay, let me put it this way. Actually, Nasdaq at the moment is not giving us a solid structure, right? Not structure, but solid price action. So let's just give it a day or two. Let's give it a day or two, right? It's just in between, nothing concrete. Although I can see it breaking towards the upside here. I can see it giving us one more push back to this high. Back to this high. So if it breaks this, then I would look for one more push towards the upside. But at the same time, we also have this. So this is what it's doing at the moment, right? So either it's gonna break up or break down. Either it's gonna break up or break down. That's unfortunately or fortunately how it is at the moment. So let's see which direction this will take. Let's see which direction this will take. If it breaks up, then it's going back to that high there. If it breaks down, it's going back down to, I would say, first to this low. First to this low. And then we'll take it from there. Yeah. So let's give it just a few more minutes. Not minutes, but maybe a day or two. But yeah, this is what we have at the moment. We've already gone over Euro USD. The next one here is AUD CAD. Let's have a look at AUD CAD. I believe AUD CAD is bullish. I think I saw it sometime. Okay, so AUD CAD has completed the cycle. All right, so this was the cycle here. It has completed the cycle. So where we are and what it's doing at the moment is trading in between this. It is trading in between this high as well as this low. So we got the rejection there. All right. So there's a lot of momentum now pushing towards the downside. So that's what this is what it's doing at the moment. Let me just go back to the daily and see what's happening on the daily. Yeah, this one needs to be a little bit patient with this one. All right. So you see where it is right now. If it continues to go down, then it's going back down to this low. If it continues to go down, because now we have this formation now. This formation. So if it continues to go down, then it's coming back down to this low, and then from that low, we'll see what's going to happen from that low. There's nothing much on the daily time frame, nothing much on the weekly time frame, just the 4 hour, the 1 hour. Yeah, so one more push back down to this low. Yeah, a continuation back down to this low. So that is AUD CAD. AUD CAD. All right. Up next we have. Okay, so I think I went over all the currency pairs you guys typed on the chat. All right. Let's see. So we spoke about gold and silver. This is what I was gonna talk about: gold and silver. And then NZD USD is coming back down to this low. Right. NZD USD is going back to this low here. Right. So this current bearish wave, or this current bearish move that's forming, is incomplete. In fact, this whole move is incomplete. This whole move is incomplete, right? The market is going back down to this low to complete this move. So that is NZD USD. So watching out for a continuation back down to this low. About 20 more pips to go. 20 more pips to go. And if you're looking at AUD USD also, it's going back to this low. Looking at where it's coming from. And the rejection, it's going back down to this low to give us one more push. All right, we are trading within this. We are trading within this. So one more push towards the downside on AUD USD. And yeah, so that's basically the watch list that I had for you guys. All right, we've gone through the commodities. We looked at Bitcoin. We looked at major pairs. So the market is moving. There's a bit of dollar strength at the moment. All right, there's a bit of dollar strength at the moment. The major pairs are correcting, hence the dollar strength. So we can take advantage of the dollar strength, or we can wait for those corrections to complete and the market to move in line with the current structure, right? But I think it would be a good idea to take advantage of the dollar strength, right? Like AUD USD, one more push down, similar to Euro USD, one more push down, GBP USD, one more push down as well, and if you're looking at USD CAD, one more push up, USD Swiss also one more push up. USD Swiss, we are going back to this high. All right, looking at the current structure, we are going back to this high. Although I would favor USD CAD more than USD Swiss. I think USD CAD is a bit of a mess at the moment. Sorry. I would favor USD CAD than USD Swiss. All right. So USD Swiss, a bit of a mess at the moment. So I would favor definitely USD CAD for one more push towards the upside. S&P 500. Let's have a look. S&P 500. Yeah, it's one messy price action. S&P 500 is a mess. Is a mess. I don't think you would want to. I don't think you would want to trade this. It's an absolute mess. But let me see. Let's see. All right, let's see what it's doing. Okay, I see now. I see. All right. Yeah, it seems like S&P 500 is going to go down. Within this mess, it seems like it's going to go down. It seems like it's going to continue going down, but just as a short-term move. So for as long as it doesn't break above this, right, that high there, all you would want is for a break below this. So a break below this would then give you one more push back down to this low. So there's a possibility that it's coming back down to this low because it is simply creating lower highs now. You see how we had a lower high there. So we had a lower high here. So the last low before this lower high is this one. This is the lower low. So a break obviously of this, we're going to go back down to that lower high. You can even look at the trend line if you want, right? You can even look at something like this if you want. I think this is going to be a nice break. If it breaks towards the downside, it's going to be a nice break. A nice break. Yeah. So S&P 500 within this mess, looking at structure, paying close attention to the structure, you would notice that structure is now creating lower highs and lower lows. You see what it's doing? Look at that. So now we have a new lower low. We've got a new lower high. So definitely this is what price is doing at the moment on this time frame, right? The 4-hour time frame. This is how price is moving. So yeah, so I would lean more towards a bearish move. I think it's going to be a nice move down. So S&P 500, one more push towards the downside. one more push towards, all we need is a break of this. Yeah, we just need a break of that. So that is your S&P 500. I believe Nasdaq could also break down as well. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, one more push down on S&P 500. So there's some really nice opportunities, guys. All right, really nice opportunities. Today is a Tuesday. We still have a couple of more days to go. On Thursday, we're gonna come back and have a look at and do some updates, see if there's any changes or not. But I think with the setups we just saw, I think you guys are gonna get some really nice trading opportunities for the remainder of this week. All right, all you gotta do is to manage your risk. You don't have control on how the markets will move. The only thing you've got control over is your risk management. You must always remember that. All right, the markets can move anyhow it wants to move. So if you're forecasting that the market is gonna go down like this here, and then the entry appears, right? You take it, you manage your risk, and it doesn't matter how the market will move after that. You just manage your risk, and then you are good to go. You're good to go. So that's the only thing you've got control over, your risk management. All right, let me see what we have here. Can you please look at the DXY? Let's have a look at it. All right, so the DXY, there seems to be a slight change on the DXY. There seems to be a slight change on the DXY. All right, so let me just do this. Now the DXY is going back, according to this price action now, seems like it's going back to this zone here. This is a supply zone. I'm on the daily time frame, right? So it gave us a higher low. So it went down, it gave us a higher low, and now it's trying to go back up. So it seems like this one is going to continue pushing up, going back to that supply zone, which is also on the resistance, like this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's where DXY is going now, right? It's going back to that zone, this resistance, and then from there we'll come back and see what's going to happen after that. So anticipating one more push back to that resistance, right? We'll talk more about this once it gets to that resistance. So that is the DXY. That's why we are seeing strength on the dollar, because the DXY is pushing up. The DXY is pushing up. There we go. Yeah, so one more push up. That is the DXY. All right. And yeah, so there you have it, guys. Tuesday, start of the week. Let's see how these setups are going to move. On Thursday, we're going to come back and do some updates and see if there's any changes, or we stick to the same script. All right. So we've gone through a handful of currency pairs and opportunities. Let's see what's going to happen, right? So good luck for this week, for the rest of the week. I'll catch you guys on Thursday, same time, same place, and yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Have a good one, guys. Cheers. Enjoy the rest of your day.